Hey, it's Ryan here, and I'm reminding you to always check the tail end of the tape. I've got 6 hours of Mama's Family here, and at the tail end, the very end of this, I found this great They Live commercial. Now, I love They Live. I've seen it a million times. I own They Live, but it's fun to see it in this context. And I love the whole movies for guys who love movies, and this is just such a dad-coded thing because, this is the perfect dad movie, and it's the kind of thing I'm going to watch. I missed the first 40 minutes. Doesn't matter. I'm going to stand there like this in my dad's shoes, just swaying back and forth. Supposed to mow the lawn. Doesn't matter. They Live's on. Supposed to pick my kid up from soccer practice. I'm going to watch They Live, cut for time, all the swear words cut out on TBS. What don't you get? So, always check the tail end of the tape. Hey, it's Ryan, and today on Inside the VCR, we are talking home-recorded blanks. Now, some of you might not know this, but these tapes are alive. They are full of personality. You're seeing somebody's likes, the things they were passionate about, the things they said are worth saving. When I watch these, I feel like an analog Mark Zuckerberg, except I'm probably not going to sell your data. I've been going through a lot of 90s Steelers games right now, digitizing them, and the more I watch, the more I feel like I'm starting to pick up the owner's personality traits. No, Ma, no, I can talk. I'm not missing the game. No, I'm taping it. Yeah, Ricky, he showed me how to set up the VCR timer. It's great. So like I was saying, I'm so glad I got a 412 number and not one of them dog shit 724 numbers. And then pretty soon, it's like Serpico, and I am in too deep. Art Rooney was a saint. A saint! In houses, they had to share tapes, and you could tell this was obviously a married couple, and there's a real tug of war going on. Like, you might get 30 minutes of a guiding light, and then somebody decided to tape over that with a Steelers game. But then, in retaliation, someone's taping over the last 20 minutes of that with more Days of Our Lives and General Hospital, and then it's just a constant back and forth, and that's when things get really messy. Did you tape over my guiding light? I just bought a 6-pack of blanks. You just had to ask. Hey, we all make mistakes. You drank out my Roberto Clemente cup, and now the Pirates are having a bad season. Maybe I just don't know who I am. I'm like a blank tape, just waiting for a personality to get recorded over me, waiting for a commercial break to tell me who I am. I don't know who I am. Hey, VHEd. That's right, I'm back. What's that? Tell them where I've been? Tell them how I've been in a basement for 5 years after a pandemic? No, this is a fun show. It's Halloween, and we're going to do a Slipcase review. First, we have A Magical Halloween Adventure, and this cover is so aspirational. Look who's there. We've got Telly, a mid-carder at best, but front and center is that magician, a total jobber, something to strive for. Now, the pumpkin aspect of this is pretty small. Nothing about this screams Halloween. It could be September 28th, or it could be November 5th. But 3 stars for my jobber Muppets. Love you guys. Next, we have Halloween 2, and this one's pretty spooky. We got Mike Myers doing his best Scarface impression. But look how tiny that pumpkin is. Too small. Way too small. 1 star. And finally, we've got Lumpkin the Pumpkin. Now, this guy's adorable. I dig his vibe, and what's with that font? Is it written in mayo? I've never actually seen this before. Can we pop it in? Let's pop it in.
I only know suffering. Make good stop.
What the hey? 5 years? 5 years? And I come back to that? No stars for Lumpkin. And shame on you for animating it. Just put me back in the basement. Put me back in. Hey, it's Ryan. And recently somebody asked me, do you just wear blue golf shirts? Yes, quit asking. That's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking sealed VHS tapes. There was a comic, he went on late night TV, and he said he started buying up all the sealed VHS he could find on eBay because he saw it as an investment. Now, I love VHS, obviously, but VHS is garbage. I love garbage. I'm a little trash man. I'm a little Oscar the Grouch. But VHS is garbage. It's going to break down. It's going to rot. None of us can outrun the pale horse. But why don't we take a look inside here and see how well it's aged. Gotta cut that seal. Let's see how well this 30-year-old tape's aged. Actually, get a good look at that. It's actually pretty clean. You hear that? There's actually a few more goodies in here. See, you used to get like mail-in rebates and coupons and stuff with the VHS. Let's see what we got. I guess that makes sense, right? This was a movie about a magic ticket stub, so, you know, put some ticket stubs in there. You know what? And there's still some more goodies in here. Why don't we check it out? Hey, it's a loose Arnold figure from the movie. Look at that guy. That's actually a pretty good likeness of Arnold, don't you think? You know what? There's still some more stuff in here. And I swear, this is not movie magic. There's no editing. Let's see what else we got in here. Look at that. A fully carded Sylvester Stallone Demolition Man. Now you're probably asking, who was this even made for? And I'll tell you who. Sylvester Stallone. He saw what Kenner did with Terminator 2, and he wanted a piece of that Jim Cameron pie. And you know what? This is actually another pretty decent sculpt. Get a look at that face. I don't believe it either, but there's still more in here. Why don't we take a look? Oh, that feels warm on my Nikes. Nacho cheese. The cellophane must have preserved it. Oh, that's musty. Did you ever like crack open a 6-year-old paperback and just take a whiff? That's what that tastes like.